My, oh my. We know it's all about the three letters that follow each other on the keyboard, JKL. And tonight, it's going to be smoking. Funny how life works. We grow up with dreams so vivid that we imagine ourselves every single day, speaking it, living it, becoming it, even when life quietly separates us from who we are and who we once imagined ourselves to be. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Daisy Itago. I've always known myself as an artistic soul, a poet, a writer, a singer, a public speaker. And growing up, my dream was simple: to become the female version of Jeff Koinange, to sit under studio lights and tell stories that matter. So, you would assume I'm doing journalism or anything along that line. But here's the thing, I'm not. I'm a first-year student of informatics and computer science. Journalism and computer science, they don't just look different. They seem worlds apart. But today, I'm going to show you how the engineer in me and the artist in me still found a way to coexist. There was a story told to us when we were young about a bird and a golden cage. The bird loved the sky, the freedom, the storms, the winds. And one day a merchant came to it and said, "Little bird with a sweet voice, come, let me give you a golden cage where there is food, there is security, and people from all over the world will come just to listen to your beautiful voice." The bird hesitated, but remember, the sky was uncertain. So the bird chose the cage. It chose the gold. But over time, its song started to grow smaller. Because remember, a cage can protect your wings, but it can also make you forget what they were built for. This is a story of how many of us choose careers. We chase security, and in the process, forget what we were initially built for. I remember, and I know all of us have been asked this one question growing up. Children, what do you want to be when you grow up? Teacher, I want to be a doctor. No, teacher, I want to be an engineer. Teacher, I want to be a pilot. Good children, make sure you work hard so that you will be just that. And Maria, what do you want to be when you grow up? Teacher, I want to be a cook. A cook? That's good, but I know you will grow up and you will aim for the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, and just like that, we learn something dangerous. Before we learn who we are, we learn what earns approval. And it doesn't just stop there. We grow up and find ourselves in careers, decisions, identities shaped more than by safety than by desire. And we ask ourselves, is this really where we wanted to be? We chased the golden cage. So, back to my story. As I went to high school, it was one of the most prestigious schools with the smartest brains in the country. And now that parents were forcing their kids towards the golden cage, medicine, the main hindrance here was biology. And to describe biology to you, I'll use these two statements. The first one is a simple statement we all understand. And the second one is what biology makes it look like. So the simple statement is this: you are all human beings who inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide. We all understand that, right? Now, this is what biology makes it look like. You are all taxonomically congruent Homo sapiens entities, possessing intricately arborized pulmonary architectures that facilitate inspiratory assimilation of diatomic oxygen and expiratory expulsion of carbon dioxide as residual metabolite of mitochondrial oxidation phosphorylases. That was biology, just making complex terms out of a simple statement. And I looked at myself. Is this what I want to do for my entire life? Definitely not. But we didn't give up. Remember, the golden cage was one: medicine. Now, I don't blame parents or teachers for pushing their students towards that, because in Africa, we have experienced something heavy. Degrees, master's degrees, PhDs framed on walls, and their owners walking from office to office for years, chasing one word: employed. Now, when parents push for stability, it's not like they're trying to silence us. They're trying to spare us from another story of talent that never found footing. Now, after high school, we waited for the results. Came the results day. Medicine required at least 81 points. I had a 78. Technically, I did not fail. It just meant that I failed to get the golden dream. Now back to my parents at home, deciding what after high school. Law, too crowded. Architecture, too uncertain. Technology, oh yes. Now this one looks promising. Ladies and gentlemen, and that's how I landed in computer science. Not my dream, but just a path that promised survival. College hit hard. Assignments, projects, exams, and chasing identities. Before I even got to know my identity, I had to follow a particular path. But even as I wrote code, the voice in me refused to be silent. The storyteller in me refused to disappear. The artist in me refused to die. And the perfect rendition of my, oh my, just refused to leave my tongue. So here is what I did. I did not choose between art and engineering. I chose to band both together and choose both. I'm currently building a platform called StageSphere, a digital storytelling platform where creators can turn stories, poetry, and ideas into immersive experiences through visuals, sounds, and intelligent designs. Creators won't just be posting content, but staging it. So you see, I did not just choose between art and the path that I was chosen for. I chose to merge them both. Right now, it's not like I chose to stay in the cage. I chose to bend it. And that's what's happening to the majority of us. We are growing in lives where everything changes, and where lives chooses to put us in a golden cage. Remember this: if we're not forced to be there, find a way to bend the cage. Find a way to reshape it into your own dream. My name is Daisy Itago, and soon I'll be 20. And I don't just want to grow older. I want to inspire a generation that does not chase golden cages, but a generation that chooses stronger wings. So don't just ask yourself what you want to be when you grow up. Choose to bend the path. Create something that does not exist. Choose what makes you feel alive every single day. And in the end, we may realize that, after all, it's not like the cage was closed. We were just afraid to test the door. And I, for one, can't wait to be saying my own, my, oh my. Tonight, it's going to be smoking. Thank you.